For a man, there are few things more disappointing and frustrating in life than being a 2 minutes man. It sucks for you and your partner. It is embarrassing. The worst part of it is having to tell your wife you're sorry after each round. It kills a lot. It robs the man of his pride and his ego. It turns what's supposed to be life's greatest pleasure into life's greatest disappointment and reproach. So today's video seeks to give you remedies on how to last at least 1 hour 30 minutes in bed so that your wife could feel like the queen of the Bahamas. So do not touch that die. Today is going to be juicy, spicy, and crunchy. I'll be right back. Hi, you're welcome back. My name is Gordon Patrick and this is my YouTube channel. The channel talks about amazing stories and anything relationship. So today's topic is 9 non-medical, non-herbal ways to last at least 1 hour 30 minutes in bed with your partner. So without further ado, let's dive into today's business. Number 1, lower your anxiousness. You see, sex is more of a psychological thing than a physical thing. So if you are too anxious, the body releases excitement glands that your body cannot contain, and at the end of the day you will come off as a 2 minutes man. So it's not a marathon, it's not a sprint. I know for some of you it's been long you had sex with your partner, it's been long you saw your partner and you just want to empty your tank when you're in front of her, and you cannot, and since you're seeing a beautiful thing in front of her, in front of your face, you just want to munch, you just want to grab it. But the goal is not you munching it, it's not you grabbing it. The goal is for the satisfaction of the both. So if you are too anxious to go down on her, you might come off as 1-2 minutes man, and you might come off as somebody who is selfish. So relax, cool off. Number 2, strengthen your pelvis floor muscles. Strengthening of the pelvis floor muscles, otherwise known as Kegel exercises, is an exercise which teaches you on how to contract and release your muscles. The surest way on how to practicalize on this exercise is when you want to urinate. Like in the process of urinating, try to contract your muscles for at least 10 seconds, then you release. Try it again for another 10 seconds, then you release. This process can actually be done 10 times in a particular sitting. What this exercise does is it helps you in heightened ejaculatory control. Now, it gives your brain some sort of signal on how to control itself when you are about to come. Try this when you are having sex with your partner. Like if you feel like you want to come, you contract your muscles, then you release it after when you feel like you are okay to go again. So this particular exercise helps a lot on how to control your brain. Point number 3, foreplay. You can actually buy yourself a whole lot of time in bed by engaging in foreplay with your partner. Now, you have to understand the anatomy of a woman's body, which is practically different from a man's own. It could take a man roughly 3 to 5 minutes to orgasm, while it could take a woman a longer time than that. So what you are required to do in times like that is to engage in foreplay with your partner. Touch your partner in some sensitive areas. If you want to give her oral sex, then it will make it more easier for your woman to be prepared or to be satisfied rather than just going into action full time. So just for, let's say for instance, you actually take 30 minutes of your time, 25 to 30 minutes of your time to engage in foreplay with your wife, then maybe you ended up 5 minutes in the direct penetration. 25 plus 5 minutes, that's 30 minutes. It simply means you are no longer a 2-minute man, you are a 30-minute man. So engaging in foreplay with your woman could create satisfaction. After all, the greatest essence of sex is satisfaction for the both. It's not all about the penetration or anything, it's for the satisfaction. Number 4, change your sex styles. Changing of sex style can actually help you to last longer in bed in 2 important ways. The very first way is it helps you to ease up. The distance between you getting off your woman's body and switching to another style is that little gap in time that helps the tension, takes the tension out of your body. It helps you get a better control of yourself before you go again. The other importance of changing sex styles is that it makes you switch into a style that is more comfortable, that doesn't allow for in and out movement all the time. Now, this style can actually be shallow. For instance, the dog style. The dog style I'm talking about is not the normal one. It's the one that you pull the woman's body closer to you, and so much so that there's no distance between your body and the woman's body. That way the thrusting will not be that deep, it will be shallow, and there will be no movement in and out. It will help you control the tension, it will help you control the sensitivity of your joystick. With this way, it can make you last longer. The next point is jerking off. Jerking off is simply a process of masturbating before you have any sort of sexual intercourse with your partner. Now, this is a free technique that has been proven over time to be effective in the fight against premature ejaculation. Now, how does this technique work? We all know that a man's joystick is heightened with sensitivity before the first round. So how do you kill the sensitivity off? You kill the sensitivity by masturbating few minutes before you meet your woman. Now, if you meet your woman, it's going to act as though you are going for the second round, and we all know that the second round, every man could last longer during the second round. This technique can actually be more effective for people who have not had sex for a pretty long time. Their prostate could be engorged with a whole lot of stuff. So instead of going direct for the first round, you have to masturbate first before you go meet your woman. This is a proving point, and it's going to help you a lot last longer in bed. Over to the next point. Point number 6. Use the right condom. Now, there's something important I want to say before I delve into the main point. Now, I know there are some men who don't like putting on condom, but my brothers, dude, you have to put on this condom to save your own life, to save yourself from disgrace and reproach. Now, if your woman doesn't really like you using condom on her, then communication is the key. You have to tell her the importance, the necessity, the reason why you should use the condom. So that is it. So until you guys have come to that agreement, please do not use it. Okay, then the importance of putting on condom is that it numbs the sensitivity. That's what condom does to you. I know not using condom can actually be sweet, but then you have to use it to save your own life. Using of condom now takes away 50% sensitivity of a man's joystick, and this can make you last longer in bed. Outside the taking out the sensitivity, condom gives you some level of confidence that you could stay in a woman's body for a pretty long time without being afraid of pregnancy or anything, and also it helps in fighting against STDs. Point number 7 is edging. Edging is simply bringing yourself closer to ejaculation than you hurt. This particular technique is very effective because it gives your brain the ability to control yourself even when you are having sexual intercourse with your partner. I know that there are some men who cannot control themselves. Once they've gotten to the promised land, my dear, there's no way they can return back to anywhere. They'll just go boom and they are out. But these techniques actually help you to control yourself. So how does edging work? How can you practicalize on edging outside having sexual intercourse with your partner? You can practicalize through masturbating. Now I'll take you back to masturbate. You masturbate when it gets to like the point like you feel like you want to come, you halt it. So once you halt it, it trains your body, it gives your body the sort of signal on how to control yourself. This technique will actually be effective to make you last longer in bed. Point number 8, take a break. Yes, of course, I'm literally asking you to take a break because you need it to last longer in bed. But the kind of break I'm asking you to take is not a break that you take a break and go to some house chores or go watch football or something else. No, it's a disguised form of taking a break. Now, you take a break and concentrate on your woman, not on something else. But ladies necessarily will not understand this, but this is what you should do as a guy. Ladies, I'm sorry. After all, the goal of lasting longer in bed is not to satisfy a man, because a man could necessarily just come within the next 3 to 5 minutes, but the goal of it is to satisfy you ladies. So take a disguised break, concentrate on her body. Maybe you could suck her lips, you could go down on her, you could touch a sensitive part of her body. She will feel more like you are actually in the game, not knowing that you are taking your time off to chill off so that you get back at the game. This technique is proven to be wonderful, it's proven to be effective. Me, I use that technique a lot and it's worked for me big time, and I've achieved big goals in the bedroom with my woman. So this technique is actually nice. Try it. It works 100% of the time. Over to the next point. Point number 9, get a helper. I know you might be thinking to yourself, oh, get a helper, like I'm going to call a second guy to come join us. No, I'm not talking about threesome. I'm not talking about that. The helper you are getting is your finger. Yes, of course. Now, the disclaimer I want to say here is that there are some ladies who don't want guys to use finger on them, who don't want guys to finger them. So you should actually be sure of what your woman likes. But for ladies who are actually comfortable with using with a man using finger on them, then this particular one is a point that will score you high score in bedroom, big time, and to make you last longer. Instead of making use of your joystick all the time, before you start making use of your joystick, why not try your fingers? You could try 2, you could try 1, you could try 3, depending on what your woman wants. Remember, the goal here is actually to satisfy your woman, not yourself. Don't go start digging as though you're digging for gold, or you're looking for oil, or you're looking for a diamond. No, you have to use your finger appropriately based on your woman's advice. If she wants 1, if she wants 2 or 3, then go for it. This particular period of using your finger could actually help you save your joystick for the bigger picture ahead, for the greater fight, because there's a war ahead, so you need your joystick to go do a whole lot of work. Right? So your finger could act as a helper to your joystick. It buys you lots of time in the bedroom. So guys, which of these techniques have you been using, or which of these techniques do you consider to use after watching this video? Share your thoughts with me. Also, don't forget to subscribe to this channel. I will appreciate it. My name is Patrick. Thanks for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.